We are live.
Welcome.
What is up? Happy freaking Saturday, my luxurians.
Or as I like to call it, Sunday Junior.
Sunday Junior.
Sabado.
On the beard stuff, I always say happy Friday Junior, and everybody gets all confused. They're like, stop saying that because I keep thinking it's Friday.
You get them excited.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to lose the hat. I should have looked in the mirror before I did this. That's okay. It's okay. We're leaving it on. We're leaving it on. Friends, how art thou this morning? Let us dive right in. Mr. Luxurious is getting his stick.
Oh, yeah.
Your normie, your favorite bearded normie CEO.
For any cigar connoisseurs out there, this is the Odyssey, their coffee press. Delicious freaking cigar. Good room note, good flavor. It won't kick you in the butt cheeks.
And I am your co-host.
The sexiest co-host in
Jessie
all of the
G.
spaces. Jessie G, hot or not, make sure to follow her on all of the places.
Just open Rumble, thank you. This hot normie wife, almost 51 more days. Almost
51.
there. Something like that, 53. I can't keep track.
For anybody that watches this now, watches this later, make sure to like the stream. It's free. It helps out the algorithm. Make sure to give us a follow, turn on the notifications, follow Jessie G Hot or Not, because she's about to overtake all of the streaming industry with everything that she's got going on.
I am. The internet's not even ready
Just
for
wait.
all that. Are we ready?
You just went over 200 followers. Next is going to be 500, and then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, how do I have 5,000 already? And then it just...
I'm going to wait until we get married, and then I'm going to take over the internet, okay?
Okay.
Deal.
Speaking of taking over the internet,
No, for
we
real.
have a legend in the space.
Absolute legend.
Somebody that's, done the gaming stuff, and he's doing streaming. He's coming over into the cryptoverse, CT. We had the pleasure to meet him at the Bitcoin Las Vegas.
Yes.
Back in April, which feels like an eternity ago now.
Did you meet him before that?
No.
Just in discussion over the interweb?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was all through Smoke.
Smoker.
So let me bring the man of the hour over. I gotta take his.
Introducing
see.
the one, the only Trip.
Hold on, let me.
That was gonna be perfect.
I gotta put
Wait,
his
You're not,
feed in here.
babe. Where have you been? You have one job.
Hey, technical difficulties. It's okay.
The one, the
There we
only
go.
Trip. There he is. Woohoo!
Yo, what's good? What is good? Let's go.
Trip.
Heavy emotion. Yo, appreciate you guys having me on. Happy Sunday Junior.
Yes.
Saturday.
Happy
Been looking
Sunday,
forward to this, not
Junior.
gonna lie. I last met you guys again, like you said, out in Vegas. And yeah, we planned this like a week or two ago, so I'm just grateful to finally connect with y'all. Not on a X space, you know what I'm saying? Like we can
exactly.
just have our own. I don't gotta feel like I gotta keep resetting the room and on to the next person. Like we get other someone's request, So it's nice kind of to not feel like I gotta like rush through something, you know?
Not at all.
No rambling like GM, it's GM you, GM me, GM that guy, GM. I'm like, okay, enough, we get it.
A lot of vocal stems just kind of going crazy, so.
It's overtime. Sometimes it's overstem for Jessie G. I gotta step back or turn it down a little bit, but I don't know how you do it. How many hours do you do these spaces? What's your longest?
Probably my longest is maybe like 5 hours. I know other people that'll do like 6 to 12 hour plus spaces, but the people that I know do that, they usually are not as consistent. So like the idea is like, all right, well, if you're gonna go live for longer, you're gonna get a larger volume of people, and you're winning for a longer period of time. But those people typically are not as consistent with their stream space. So I knock out usually like a 3 to 4 hour streaming space every single day, and honestly, I've been loving it. I didn't think I would enjoy it so much, and I've been doing it daily for just over a month now. I've hosted streams and spaces for like many years for like other companies, and now doing it for myself, super rewarding, super fun, And I just feel like it's been a great part of my routine of having something that I'm committed to, of showing up on X outside of like video content and generic CT posts. So I love it. And also, so much gratitude and thankfulness from all these people like, yo, I don't have a platform. And we're so thankful for like my platform, my space, which it's really not that big, but it's definitely growing. Even just the last 3 days have been my biggest ever. And yeah, it's just been awesome. I feel really grateful because I've built real relationships, real connections. I feel like I know you guys so much better now. So many other people that are real builders, real founders, bag workers, devs, like every type of person that you would want to connect with, you find. And people are really grateful just for the opportunity to come up on a stage in front of 30 or 60 or 100 plus people because they don't have a community or they don't have an audience yet. So I'm not a big fish yet, but we're definitely seeing some growth, and I'm really enjoying it, man. It's been so dope.
You say that though, but I look at your spaces and 200, 270 people. You're constantly getting like over 200 comments in Purple Pill. The quality of people that come up on your stage are great.
No, I agree. Plus the fact that you have visual. Maybe I'm just too baby fresh new to understand, but to me, you showing yourself and while on the space, how many people do that?
Yeah, not enough.
There's
this space
only
is
a
known
few.
for being a non. Everyone wants to not be doxxed, which like, I've talked to David here about it. It's like when you're building a brand. Okay, number one, everyone on the internet is extremely lonely. Extremely lonely.
Absolutely.
They lack real connection. So when they can see like eyes and a face and like look at you, it's like they crave that. But then also again, we're in a space where it's a bubble, right? And there's a lack of talent, there's a lack of real people, a lot of bad actors. So anyone that's brave enough to be doxxed and show their face, their product grows faster, they gain more trust, they're more likely to have good collabs or good relationships for just networking or any sort of deal flow or opportunity. So
Absolutely.
I've always leaned into that, and yeah, and in crypto it pays tenfold. Like it's so worth it.
It's
but a lot
It's like being able to, because I'm a handshake kind of guy, or if I want to do a deal, I want to see your face and shake your hand. So doing what you're doing, like how everybody else, but on a whole nother level with the video and all that stuff, it's just, it would be like, imagine me trying to build a brand, a brick and mortar without having like a retail store, or I never showed my face, it just wouldn't happen.
It's near impossible. I mean, this is as close as we get now in this day and age to a handshake. So if this is all we can get, other than Mad actually coming into the space, our first and only so far, like we'll take it. So thank you for joining us, because we know you're busy as all get up.
Yeah, we all are. Everyone's so busy, it's hard to make time for things that are important. But again, you guys have supported me a lot. It was really grateful to meet you guys in Vegas. Also, you guys took care of us with like the hotel and whatnot, which was incredible. And yeah, bro, again, rock the normie hat like multiple days a week. One of my favorite hats.
We see it all the time.
And, yeah, even like when I go to my Bible study, bro, like some of my guys, they saw my hat and they're like, yo, that is a dope hat. Like, they're like, bro, you're the furthest thing from a normie. And they're like crypto bros too, like building in blockchain or AI and stuff like that. So
you're all
eat it up, bro.
When we were in Vegas walking around and just meeting people, I was wearing the normie hat, and so many people said exactly what you just said. They're like, you are not a normie. You are so far from a normie. I'm like, exactly.
Yes.
Well, I'm thrilled, and more importantly, so curious, because when you're a host, I mean, I hear tidbits here and there, but unless I want zero life at all, I can't sit and listen to every one of your spaces. So I don't know if you've already told these questions on your space, or
Probably
if this.
not.
Okay, good. Okay. So people are going to be like, oh, don't you already know that about Trib? Are you even a fan? And I'll tell them, I'll say, I'm baby brand new. It's not my fault. So let's dig into it. So who is Mr. Trip behind the PFB, beyond the profile pictures and beyond the past the live streams? Who are you?
Well, my name is Anthony Gallo to start. My name is Anthony Gallo. I grew up in a military family, lived all over the United States, constantly moving from bases to base. My My mom and dad both did Air Force. Dad also did Army and Air Force. Yeah, quickly got into the online space just from moving, not clicking at certain schools. Eventually, like all kids growing up watching YouTube, I was like, I want to be a YouTuber, bro. Like I wanna be a YouTuber, you know. So started off doing like airsoft gun disassembly, reassembly videos, holding a camera, pointing at like gameplay of Call of Duty, posting with friends, and learning about these like montage communities essentially. And eventually got a custom built PC, and yeah, learned about these gaming communities where people online would join Skype and post montages on YouTube. And it were like tribal. This was like tribal things where there were different team names and different PFPs. There would be a team logo, and everyone would have the team logo as their PFP as a variation of the team logo. So the team outline in 3D, but then everyone have like their own overlaid, you know, maybe I have a normie style HypeUnit PFP, or I have a I don't know, a Chevy car style HypeUnit PFP or whatever. So everyone has a very similar PFP. It's very tribal. And yeah, I got into the online community, and that's kind of like where everything started for me. Learning about montage teams. That's actually where Smoke and I got connected. Him and I got connected like a decade ago, 10 years ago.
I was just going to say, how long ago was that?
Yeah, I was going to say last year. How old are you?
Back.
18?
Yeah, we go
what?
back. I'm 27 right now. 27 2 months ago.
Aww.
And yeah, I met Smoke when I was like 16 online. And yeah, him and I both come from the Call of Duty montage space, where you have a bunch of people that all rep the same brand and logo, and it's who can post the better montages. And I was part of a brand, eventually started my own. We grew very quickly. I was always more on like the management side, you know, building, how can you build the best design team, the best editing team, the best team of trick shotters and snipers, which is who can hit the coolest clip in a video game. And then we would have editors make crazy montages and post it on YouTube. And that's kind of like where I got started in online culture of learning like community building, branding, you know, understanding working with people remotely. How do you be persuasive? How do you sell? How do you network? And that all started through like Skype chats, using Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, learning Photoshop, video editing, Sony Vegas, like all the things. And that all started back in like 2015. So that's like, it's kind of like my origin story.
You said Facebook. You said Facebook. I quit Facebook, but that is where everything. So you weren't of the generation. It had already passed for MySpace, right?
Remember?
So I came after MySpace because I started posting mostly on social media, I would say in 2015. So yeah, because Facebook started blowing up in like 2007, 2008. So the MySpace people, some people my age probably were on MySpace, but that was definitely a little bit older than me.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to be on there. You were too little.
Yeah, a little bit too young. But no, I definitely heard a lot about MySpace. And that's kind of like, you know, the precursor to Facebook, you know?
Yeah.
Like social media is still relatively new.
Yeah.
So what was your platform then besides Facebook back then?
Back then, it was primarily YouTube and Twitch. These were all YouTube teams. They would post their montages. The biggest brand in that space of Call of Duty was called FaZe Clan. You guys may have heard of them.
Oh, yeah.
The FaZe Clan is like they're one of the biggest content, but also esports teams. And they became popular through trick shotting montages. They blew up back in 2010. Like, they would pull millions of views on their videos, which back then, that was the definition of viral.
Yeah.
You could pull 1 million views. That was like, whoa, that was like viral.
Yeah.
Yeah, and basically there are ladders of teams. Just like how there's kind of like businesses, like maybe you're a competitor of in different industries, there was a ladder of companies or teams you would join. And Smoke and I come from that community. Him and I were really good at managing teams. How can you scout talent? And yeah, we post our montages on YouTube. We would also grow through X or Twitter. And yeah, those were like our biggest platforms. Those were our biggest like main platforms. Also Twitch as well. Twitch is I don't like Twitch. I put a lot of years into Twitch through managing large stream rosters of people, and not worth it. Just don't like Twitch as a platform. Also, just core values don't really align. So I'm on Kick now, and I don't regret it.
I think we're gonna have to look at Kick again, because you know us coming in. This is my very first year on any of this. I've done like, you know, tried Instagram while I was a mom, but like now that I've met him, he's like, yeah, there's Twitch and there's Kick and there's Snitch and there's Lich and Sandwich, and I was like, it's too many, just pick one. But how about Rumble? What are your thoughts on Rumble?
I honestly really need to get tapped into Rumble. Again, everyone I know that's either been canceled or speaks their mind all goes there. And also, this is my biggest thing, is like, where are you going to get catered to? And for a lot of people, like if you're on crypto, you're mostly going to probably build your audience up on CT, so on X. But Rumble, like I'm glad to be on Kick, because Kick will actually like cater to me. I can build a relationship with them where like Twitch will not care. They don't want to touch crypto. So I think it's mostly just thinking about where are your values, where are you trying to grow? Because like, yeah, you could be like, oh, well, Twitch has a larger platform, a larger audience, so there's a bigger opportunity to adopt viewership, but it kind of depends on your style of content. It's like, because I'm crypto based, like Twitch is probably not the way. And I don't think they'll ever cater to me, where I know Kick would or Rumble would, for example. But again, depending on your content, how you're trying to grow, or what area or direction you're heading, Twitch might be the better option. It just kind of depends on the person, to be honest.
Okay, well,
Rumble has an actual channel for crypto and investments, so that's always a good sign.
You check into that and friend me, and I'll friend you, or follow. It's not friend over there.
And with Rumble, there's no, you got to get 1,000 to do that. There, you can go on there, go live right away. You can put in your stuff so people want to tip you and send like immediately.
Like that's the only one that I've found.
You can speak your mind. You know, I can smoke a cigar. I can have a beer. You know, we could be in the jacuzzi wearing swimsuits without getting red flags and warnings and uncomfortable situation. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Trip, do you need to go?
What?
Look at him.
What happened?
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I was actually engaging with the post.
That's what I was gonna say.
I also just dropped it in some chats.
Dude, I love it. I knew you were. I was like, he's multitasking 9,000 over there. He's just like you.
We got Dr. Fire Chicken over here on YouTube.
Yeah, Dr. Fire Chicken's all about you. He said, now I gotta be on with Trip 2. Allegiance given to him and Normie. Let's go.
Let's go.
Having a doctor on your side.
He's the guy that's building the Normie Quest for me.
Yeah. Buck Norris. Yeah.
Yep.
He was just on the space. He was talking about you. Let's go, dude. Yeah, he was awesome. Dude, it's crazy. He's got a token, he's building a game, bro's a doctor, like he's busy.
He's like us.
Busy man.
You know, I love multitasking. I love having more than one thing.
Yes.
So,
legend. My next question, because I have 50, is number 2. Is if someone had to describe you in 3 words, what would you hope they would say?
What would I hope they say? It's a good question. I would hope kind. I feel like I'm a little bit too nice. I have a lot of friends that are very good at being mean, like just kind of toxic, aggressive masculinity. I don't know how to explain it.
There's
like they can dish it out really quick. I'm not good at dishing it out. I would say hopefully kind. Hopefully
well spoken.
Patient. What'd you say?
Well spoken.
Oh,
that's my 2 cents.
That's what he would say about you.
Yeah.
So what else would you hope they would say about you?
Yeah, I would say just kind, patient, and understanding. I definitely feel like at times in the past maybe I haven't been patient because I'm always go, like gotta work, gotta do this, gotta do that. So you kind of like rush through stuff. You're angry, you're kind of frustrated. And just understanding, like, willing to either listen.
Patience is a virtue.
Yeah, because like
definitely is.
Can't fake that.
Nope. So we're close in. So I noticed your given name is not Trip. So where did that come from?
That's a good question. So coming from the Call of Duty space, in Call of Duty teams, when you're in a lobby or in a game, you can check the stats, or when you're loading into a match, it shows everybody's gamer tag. In Call of Duty specifically, and this is also a thing that's been adopted across multiple games like Rocket League or other things. Typically, at the beginning of a name in a lobby or in a match, right, you can have a clan tag, and those are typically a 4-letter word, or it's an abbreviation of 4 letters. So, like my brand called HypeUnit, it's 4 and 4, or FaZe Clan is 4 and 4 letters. So, like, for example, if you were in a lobby, let's say if you didn't update your gamer tag or change your name, which typically would cost money back then, you would have the abbreviation or the clan tag above or before your name. So, like, it could be like Hype David, for example, or Hype Jesse. It would be in brackets.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my name is Trip. It's 4 letters. That was important to me because, like, just very like gaming team-esque clan tag. Trip comes from feeling like I was always on a trip. Being in a military family, we would move every 2 years. So by the time we actually got to know people and be comfortable and live somewhere for like 2 years, we would end up moving. We would go to another state, a new school, or another base. And yeah, so like we're always on a trip. It was a 4-letter name. I didn't know anybody named Trip. And I was like, we're always on a trip. We're always moving, always packing up all of our stuff, and just, you know, we go from this house to that house. And yeah, so that was that's the origin story of my name, Trip. And yeah,
that's cool.
That's a trip.
Yeah, that's a trip. It's such a trip, man. I thought it was because of pot.
It's so funny.
No, it's funny you say that. No, I've never done anything like that. I've only smoked weed, way too much weed. I don't smoke it anymore. I'm 6 months free. And
congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a process. But no.
That's
I stay away from all the crazy stuff.
That's good. That's good. Stay level-headed, clear-headed. Proud of you.
Yeah, I try to be. Thank you.
So, what are you most passionate about? Outside of Web3 or Web2?
Right now,
I would just say without the monitor right now.
Yeah. Good question. Right now, definitely my relationship with God, faith, prayer, stuff like that. That need it. So I go to church every Sunday. I go to young adults, which is like a bunch of people 18 to 33 on Thursday nights. I go to a men's Bible study on Tuesday nights. And then other than that, I love to play guitar. I got some guitars back here.
Oh, nice.
Right there. I got 2 different ones right there. I got another one right here. I got another one right there. I got a bass over here in the corner.
Oh, wow.
So like, I love music. I play the guitar. I play piano. And
I would have never guessed that. That's
I know.
good.
You're so well-rounded.
Love to go to the gym. Love to go for walks. Try to just get as much sun as I can. Going for runs. Since like beginning of 22, my ex, she put me on like understanding food. Like, what does it mean to read ingredients? What does it mean to understand that when you put something on your body, if it's not food grade, you actually absorb it because your skin is like your largest organ, right?
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? So like when you're putting on your deodorant, your cologne, your toothpaste, your clothes, your detergent for your laundry, your dishwasher detergent, your hand soap, you're absorbing everything. You know, so definitely gotten really passionate about health and food since like 4 years ago. But yeah, I try to improve and take care of myself, and I love my work. Like, obviously my work's my passion. It's really hard to stop. So I try to have balance. But yeah, definitely music, guitar, piano. I love to go for walks. I have to go to the gym every day, go for a run, do my steam sauna, just the things that I feel like keep me sane and ground me so that I can like keep going. So
you
yeah,
have
that's
to have
like
those.
things I need. I need those things.
You have to.
It's
we're the
amazing,
same.
like getting up in the morning early before everybody else, getting to the gym, getting a sweat, working out, coming and eating. It's amazing how much better the whole rest of the day is.
If you skip it, your body doesn't know how to balance that. It's like, hey, I would like some endorphins, please.
Yeah.
And it's without knowing or without advertising it. If you walk into a room with a bunch of guys and you're like the healthiest, the fittest, like that's a business card. You know, that shows to another person, you know, you can't just fake a good looking physique, you know, like that takes like long-term determination and like it's what's the word for like prolonged gratification, you know, which not a lot of people can, they want it like now. So that's in the business world, you know, I'm more likely to do a deal with a guy that comes into the room that's clean and fit versus the guy that's like not taking care of his own. If you're not taking care of your own body, how does that gonna make everything else you're, you know, in?
Yeah. It's good business advice. It is. I like that.
Yeah, totally. Yo, real quick, just get some feedback. Someone said my audio sounds crazy coming through the stream. I just heard it. I don't know what's going on.
It sounds good to us, but we don't.
Okay.
Do you want here?
I just want to let you know.
Let me listen from my phone and see what I can. Bruce Lee. That was nice.
I think you guys sound fine, but for some reason when my audio is coming through, it's like odd. I don't know. I just want to let you know someone messaged me about it.
Let me listen really quick.
We will jump back into the health stuff for sure. Cause don't worry, dude. I just want to let you know. That's my passion.
Yeah, sounds good over here.
No, it's echoing.
Really?
Is it?
Bruce Lee. I think you guys sound fine, but for some reason when my audio is coming through, it's
it has a slight.
I just want to let you know someone messaged me about it. Let me listen really quick. No worries.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know someone gave me some feedback, but.
Why does that happen though? That happens all too often, and you guys are the audio people.
It's just,
I don't know.
It's probably.
It could be for me.
Yeah.
I have no idea. As long as you guys hear me fine, that's all I really care about. Yeah. On the topic of food, it's like, you know, like if you can't master like temptation, you're gonna be like, it will master you. And you know, your body is a direct reflection. Your body is a direct reflection of like your mind and what choices you make. Like every action you take is a vote towards who you're becoming, you know? And you know, I'm on the journey to get really lean, and I just know it's being intentional. That was another phrase I learned a couple years ago, just like the word being intentional. And like, what does that really mean? Like, how can you intentionally live, you know, having a routine, making good choices, especially when working from home or being a business owner. I'm sure you know this extremely well, David. It's like, it's all on you.
It is.
You got to make good choices because, you know, you could be staying up all late night, working super, super late, and eventually burn out or have chronic illness from like not taking care of yourself. Like you are a machine, you know? So just trying to really, do all the right things to put myself in a position to win, you know, not at the cost of my health or my mental health. So I'm really passionate about talking about food and health, just because a lot of people ignore it, and most people neglect it until there's real issues or until they're older. And it's all we have, bro.
You're smart. You're setting yourself up for a
longevity.
And your own standard is, when your own standard is higher than most of America, you're going to be just fine. You're ahead of the game. Because at 27, to already be thinking about that, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people out there like that.
That's why I love the carnivore diet. It's super easy to eat as much meat as I want. I find that I don't snack on junk. I don't crave junk. And I eat like once or twice a day, and I'm golden.
Yeah. So, along with your childhood growing up, what was the very first game that you fell in love with? That made you fall in love with gaming?
That's a good question. Man, I could list multiple games. My first console was probably the Xbox original, the big black one that was green. Amazing device. So they don't make art like that anymore. If you look at like early 2000s art, there's certain keywords you could look up to like find that, but they don't make art like that anymore. It's just a different style. They don't do it anymore, but sometimes you see stuff about people talking about it. Xbox original was really big for me. Of course, the Wii. There's a game on Xbox called Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. That was a really good one. That was one of the first RPGs, so means role play game.
Yeah. Yep.
where it's an open world. It's like one of the first of its kind. Yeah, and that's kind of like a big precursor to Skyrim. But
Another
yeah,
great game.
Xbox original is super good.
And were you a competitive gamer or were you just doing it for fun?
No, straight for fun. Straight for fun. That's the other thing too. Like, I'm in a space. So like, this is another thing I was thinking about yesterday at the gym, and then even last night, I was like, yo, I should like put this into a deck or something. But like, so in crypto, a lot of the biggest traders, right? So a lot of the most profitable and most popular crypto traders, not all of them, not majority of them, but a lot of the biggest, most popular ones are from competitive gaming specifically. So esports, where they compete at the highest level in games. And one game that has produced a lot of the most profitable and most popular crypto traders is actually Fortnite.
Yep.
And
Really?
and I was thinking about it last night because like people like Cupsy or Orangey or Mongrel who won the Dookie Dash, Key, like, you know, there are so many people from competitive gaming where as a child they competed at an extremely high level through online communities, just who could be cooler, like bragging rights. Think of like high school, like bragging rights, who can be having egos, and then how can you apply that to certain games or niches. So like, you know, for me, I never gamed competitively. It was always for fun and for pleasure and just like having fun. And also gaming for a lot of people is honestly an escape. It's an escape and coping mechanism of real life. That's why so many people game. It's a virtual world. But no, I've always been more on the casual. I like to play for fun because my work is my competitive gaming. That is like, you know, networking, outreach, content, branding, strategy, like team building, management. Like how can you, so just all these different things. And and again, I just want to circle back to like the Fortnite stuff because so many people that were competitive gamers at the highest level are in crypto that are extremely competitive traders that are on the charts making gross amounts of money. Again, people like Orangey or Cupsy or Mongrel and these other people who they've already been competing at an extremely high level online as a child, you know, playing certain video games like Fortnite, and then they come into a space where they can make money for those same efforts. They've already been online grinding, becoming the absolute best at something. And then when there's an opportunity like a Web3 or crypto competition, they are already used to being dialed in on the screen, being the absolute best, figuring out the mechanics to be number one. And when there's money behind it, oh man, people get so into it. And it's just really interesting. I'm actually thinking about making a video on this topic because some of the biggest people in crypto are from gaming specifically, or specifically competitive gaming and esports that are now in crypto. Even like FaZe Banks, a lot of people don't like FaZe Banks, but he comes from that same Call of Duty team montage ladder. How can you build online communities? How can you be competitive from branding to edits to design to the most active Discord to, you know, just things that are like super applicable to business online. And these people have already been doing it for free out of passion, and now they're actually starting to make money doing it. And the people that were early to crypto, you know, 2020, 2021, 2022, the people that really dialed in and went super deep into this niche have made insane amounts of money that people dream of. So it's awesome to see people win that have already done a decade prior for free. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's like getting into YouTube when it first launched. You know, just because you were the first one and you know how everything works and algorithms and all this stuff and things, you just grow because you're a legend. You know, you're like a founder.
So back to your childhood. If we walked into your childhood bedroom, what would we be seeing? Like nostalgia right here.
Like what's on the walls?
What toys? Did you have the Star Wars stuff? Did you have New Kids on? Oh no, wait, New
Teenage
Kids on
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
that's a good question. I always like, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's a good question.
Was it Pokemon?
The first room that comes to mind was my shared bedroom with my little brother. You know, two like little twin beds on opposite sides of the wall. You know, a dresser. We lived in St. Louis, actually, or we lived near St. Louis, near where Cloud actually is out of. So we would have like Cardinals posters, like the baseball team.
Yeah.
The Cardinals posters like on the wall. A lot of stuff like that, to be honest. A lot of baseball. Growing up, we had a leopard gecko container with like some leopard geckos. Those were dope. Those are cool. And then also we had, one of those big TVs that when you rub your hand all over the screen, you could feel the static. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We have a leopard gecko too. So no, was that when you got into Pokemon? When did you get into Pokemon?
Honestly, I haven't been super into Pokemon when I was younger. I actually owned a lot more Yu-Gi-Oh cards when I was younger. Owned a lot of Pokemon cards. I'm sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I ended up giving a lot of those out to my buddies when I just moved. Like, I don't know why I did that, but I was like, here you go.
Oh snap! You didn't.
Maybe that was just an act of love. Just like, hey, bro, I love you.
That's what us nice guys do. We love giving without expecting anything in return.
Wait,
bro.
So what was Yu-Gi-Oh? Was it close to Pokemon, or because can you tell I was under a rock? I never had that.
So in my opinion, Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, so a couple things. There is something so crazy about opening cards, like the smell. Even the smell, something about it is just like intoxicating. I actually, oh my gosh, like if you just go to the store, you can go spend like $20 to $40 and just go buy a pack of cards. Even if you're not there to make money, it's just so cool. Like the art is beautiful. Some cards are going to be more shiny than others, or more rare. And yeah, there's Magic the Gathering. That's like way more OG. That's way older. Yu-Gi-Oh! I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Has cooler art. I've always liked Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot when I was younger. But Pokemon is just like a really big staple. I've honestly really only gotten back into into Pokemon recently, hanging out with the Steppas, specifically Vibes, because he's done really good. He full ported from Crypto into Pokemon. Also, April recently was the 26th anniversary of Pokemon. So that's kind of why there's this big kick.
Yeah.
So yeah, I played Pokemon as a child on like DS. It also was out on Game Boy, a lot of the older ones. But yeah, never really was super into Pokemon when I was younger. Mostly had Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but
did you ever do the Pokemon on your phone where you could go out in real world?
Oh, Pokemon Go.
Yeah, Pokemon Go.
I downloaded the app. I tried it a little bit. Never got into it, but everyone else was. It was like there were zombies everywhere. Even there were certain areas of grass that were dead because so many people were walking on the grass. Where these Pokemon gyms where you could catch certain ones. Also, again, like I'm sure you guys know this already, but that all came out just to be data farming for whatever Asia company it is. I don't remember if it's Japan or China. But they're getting 3D scans of everything, of the real world. So all these people think they're playing a video game, but just kind of like how a Roomba scans your house when it vacuums. They're data collecting everything. Like think of a Google car, but they're humans all going like this. So they think they're playing a video game, but this company's like, yo, we're winning so hard. We're collecting all this data, all these points of a map of the world. Which is crazy.
What?
So
that makes so much sense. I love conspiracy theory.
I went everywhere,
but I can get behind this. This is
including places I probably shouldn't have gone. I'm like a level 30, level 34.
You actually did it?
Oh yeah, me and the kids. It was a good thing, like us and the kids to like go out and go places and
instead of old school just going. It was entertaining. The internet ruined everything.
Yeah. And also people would freak out. Like people would say, "Oh my gosh, something's right here," and then people run over and people are all tired. Oh, I just caught this. Like crazy. That was a cultural reset. Yeah, that was a moment in time.
Now I look at everything through a different lens now. You have awakened my conspiracy.
It's like what they say, if something's free, you are the product, right?
Oh, nothing's free. That's what my dad told me.
Yeah.
Nothing's free. There's always a cost. So which what did you call it? Not the Pokemon, but the other one?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh, do you think best represents your personality?
What were we asking?
Did you have a Yu-Gi-Oh that was like
your favorite?
Yeah, that's my man.
Or was it just
Charmander?
Honestly, this is probably like one of the most generic answers, but Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's like the most legendary one. I also had like a really dope Twitter header that had like the Blue Eyes White Dragon on it. Also like Dark Magician, that's another one. Yu-Gi-Oh's sick. Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't have as much hype as Pokemon does, but yeah, Pokemon's crazy right now. Like there are people that are just making so much money off Pokemon. Also, there's card shows, you know, and like also the big thing too with Pokemon is it's been bridging over to crypto as RWAs, which are real world assets. So people are basically kind of like casinos using, they're called gacha or claw machines, where you can digitally rip a pack. So you could
Stop
pay
it.
$50, $100, $150, and they say, hey, there's a percentage chance that you could get this rarity or this rarity. It's like casino. It's like a form of gambling where you can digitally rip a card. There's a whole animation, like a claw machine. Very casino gambling-esque, but it's been cool to kind of see. One, I'd love to see crypto win in any way, anything on-chain. Love CT, so I love seeing people build this out. And a lot of companies are sprinting towards it because people are already crazy about Pokemon. Pokemon just kind of has like a resurgence, like obviously every year with the anniversary, but then you have these really wealthy people, you know, like Logan Paul or Gary Vee or other people that are selling and buying cards for millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars, which some people just think is money laundering or how can they artificially pump the market. And yeah, so it's been cool to see like trading cards, specifically Pokemon, really now be popular on chain as RWAs, which are really just claw machines or gacha, where it's gambling. But I think it's an overall win. You know, you're getting adults excited about Pokemon. Hopefully, like younger people will start learning about crypto because I'm bullish on crypto in general for ownership. Also, not being tied to governments or like specific countries, right? Like we got people out of third world countries, you know, that are like using crypto, buying and trading products and services or goods on chain because their local currency is so inflationary or their government's so fallen that it's more smart to use Solana or another token. You know what I mean? So it's like there's real world value in crypto, and it's been really cool to see trading cards start to get into that. So I've just like recently started getting back into Pokemon, to be honest, through Vibes, because Vibes has learned a lot, and he's bro full ported from, you know, crypto to Pokemon, and he's done well.
Yeah, I've been seeing a ton of that recently, so it made me crack open my safe here and start digging through all of the stuff that I've collected over the years. And so I had a lot. I pulled a whole bunch of, because what got me hooked like 2 years ago, maybe 3, maybe even as much as 4, these YouTubers that were just ripping packs. Like, so you would go to their website, you'd buy like a box of XYZ, and then they were like, all right, this one's for, you know, Mr. Luxurious, and then they would just send you all the cards. So it was addicting because it was like, you know, you pull something badass and then they're celebrating, you're celebrating, everybody in the chat's like, dang, you got an XYZ. So it became like to the point where I'm like, dude, I gotta stop. I'm spending like thousands and thousands of dollars every month ripping cards. Yeah, from baseball cards to Pokemon cards to yeah, I've got like so many like things that are like signed and one of ones, and just from wrestlers to, so now I'm digging all that stuff out and I'm like, oh, okay, so this is how we're gonna do it. Like, so I'm gonna start giving some of that stuff away, you know, with the content that I'm creating over here.
Well, you mentioned go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's another whole other industry that's still very new and is still blowing up, which is live selling, right? Like, you got a lot of women online that are downloading certain apps where people are live selling jewelry or clothing. You know, they hold it up, they're doing a live stream, they're like, hey, this is this piece, you know, and then people start bidding in a chat.
Isn't that Whatnot? I think that.
Yeah. Whatnot. There are other like competitors starting to come out. But yeah, live selling is going to be a whole nother industry because like people have money, and yeah, live selling is crazy. Like,
I think she would kill it. She would kill it in the live selling.
You
so much money in live selling.
Start me like 15 streams of income, and I don't know which one to focus on.
Yeah, like it's live selling is super interesting because you have people, again, like you said, they're live opening packs and cards, and that there's that whole experience. And then again, same goes for jewelry or makeup or clothes. And It's popular over in Asia. Like you guys probably saw the meme of like the Asian lady where like she's like showing a piece of clothing for like 1 second, slaps the box, pulls up another one,
Yeah,
slaps the
isn't
box.
that
Like
TikTok? I've seen the TikTok sells like
yeah,
that.
yeah, they're everywhere. They're on TikTok. They're on these live selling platforms, and like that's a whole nother industry because I think that streaming is really important because of AI, right? Like we're seeing all these
Mhm.
AI. So like I'll give you an example. There are AI creators everywhere. Like there are men all over the internet LARPing, pretending to be women on AI accounts. Like
Yeah,
completely AI women. They're all fake. They're not real. All the
that's what I
photos.
said. I
She
told
was
him
just
about
telling me
that.
about somebody doing that, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, a friend of a
Yep.
friend sent her, and then she sent me this visual of him. Like it was him, but he was this gorgeous chick, and I was like, I would have thought that was a girl,
That's,
a real life
Yeah.
people are gonna
clothes
crave
and all.
this type of content right here. People are
Yes.
gonna
The
start
more
craving
that
this.
junk gets pushed,
Yes.
oh my gosh. Well, how did you discover crypto? How did you get into this arena?
Yeah. So, yeah, I would say I technically joined crypto beginning of 22 in January. Beginning of 22 in January. Heard about crypto previous years, but never got into it. Heard about Coinbase, but never got in. Just didn't know. Like, also was poor. Like, had no money at the time, so like, wasn't able to like participate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, at that time, it's like, well, how do you get into crypto? You buy. It's like, all right, well, that's something wealthy people do. Like, I don't have
Yeah.
money to buy
Sure.
Or
crypto.
underground, dark
Yeah,
web.
yeah. So like, yeah, basically, I just put my brand HypeUnit on pause or on hiatus. We were living out in Vegas, had a fully paid for content house. We did a Minecraft Hail Mary play. Got a big server host company to pay for it. We had a house out in Las Vegas, fully paid for. Moved in some big content creators, and ended up things not working out. Put the brand on hiatus. That was really hard. It's hard to put your baby on pause. Super hard. It's hard to let go when it's not what you want. And beginning of 22, my buddy who was in the gaming space and esports space, really successful, put me in a Solana promo deal flow chat. So what does that mean? He was like, yo, I'm about to put you in this group chat. All right. This is what it is. This is like crypto. I'm going to put you on. There's like this space called, NFTs, and there's this chain called Solana and Ethereum. You need to download a Slope wallet. And I was like, all right, like, let's figure this out. And
Slope wall. I haven't heard that in ages.
yeah, bro. This is like beginning of 22, and it was a Solana promo deal flow chat where basically, you got a bunch of people that have decently sized X accounts, and they would be like, hey, everybody reply with your tweet price. Everybody reply with your space price, your reply price. And they would basically, it was like a deal flow chat where they have a bunch of people with decent sized X accounts. Me at the time, I had the blue check or verified badge on X out of my brand HypeUnit through esports because we were verified. This is before X could sell it. This is when it was still had some value, right? When it was still like a flex to be verified on X. And yeah, guy put me in this promo chat, and I was like, whoa, I'm sorry. I started making like crazy money just doing like interactions. Like people would pay me because my account was larger. Like it was established. I had like 13K followers or so, and I was verified when like no one was, and very few people. And they'd be like, hey, because like in crypto they want credibility. They want people with real faces. They want accounts that are not only outside of crypto but just larger established accounts, which there are a lot of fake accounts out here that are not real.
Most are, it seems like.
Yeah, and like I built my entire audience and background and career in gaming, so like I never was a creator. I was always a manager or a founder. And then started making money through like deal flow, and I was like, wow, this is a crazy space. I should probably like explore it and learn how to work in it and learn all the terminology, because I was making money in it before I even knew really what it was, just because I just fell into a place where like, hey, they're gonna pay you because you're a real person, you're verified, and you have a decent amount of followers. And I was like, all right, this place moves fast, there's crazy companies, there's volume, there's tech companies, there's everything. And also you have all these people that are from different industries that are now all shoulder to shoulder trying to figure it out. Like people that have already been successful elsewhere in tech, in gaming, in entertainment, in casino, anywhere. All these other industries are all trying to come into crypto and NFTs and blockchain and try to figure it out. And people are still trying to figure it out. Like there is no playbook. It's an attention economy. So yeah, that's how I got into crypto. And ever since then, started working with marketing agencies, different products and services being built on chain, NFT projects, Web3 games, communities, former Axie Infinity guilds or DAOs that like have pivoted to more of like being a network. So yeah, I've worked with all sorts of people since then. And literally just getting tossed into a group chat, and he's like, "Yo, I'm about to put you on." You know, I was like, "All right, here we go, bro." Never looked back, man. I love it here. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I feel so lucky to be here, bro. Because you talk to people outside of this, and they have no idea what you're talking about. They're like, it's like you're talking another language. They're like, you're talking about this chain and that chain. You're talking about this and that, and they have no idea what's going on. They just hear about Bitcoin on the news every once in a while. Like that's about it.
And this is your primary, that seat with all those computers, that's your primary source of income, right?
Yeah, you don't have like a regular
this
9 to 5.
This isn't a side hustle, right?
No, this is my love. This is my
This
life.
is it. Okay.
Yeah, ever since I got in, I've never looked back. I've always like either worked with multiple brands at a time doing freelance or like one company. But this has been like, and then beginning of end of 23 is when I started basically trying to be more of a creator, I guess you could say. I've always managed content creation teams, organizations, communities, running marketing or helping build products and services for companies prior or on chain. But I started leaning into more of being a content creator. So yeah, right now I only do I primarily do content creation for my funds, and then if I see like a freelance gig or whatever, or if a company wants to work with me, I'll entertain it. But right now I'm just a full-time content creator. So literally just my streams, my spaces, my video content, or if brands want to work with me in like some other capacity. This is all I do ever since beginning of 22. Feel super lucky and super grateful because people are very generous here. They're very collaborative, and they want real talent. They want real help because like as many people as there is here, there is a shortage of real talent and real people.
Yep.
A lot of them don't want to show their face.
Yep.
A lot of them don't want to build something publicly because they can't even stand behind something for more than 3 weeks or 3 months or 6 months. Most brands and products and services you don't even see survive a year or two. Like, we mentioned Slope Wallet, it's like, man, that's been a long time. You think about these other platforms and companies, it's like the life cycle of companies here is very short. And, people like to get paid really, really high salaries as well. And they like to raise a bunch of money and then they sunset the project. They go bankrupt. Things here have a very quick life cycle.
I feel it's way quicker than like in brick and mortar. If you can make it past 2 years, like 2 years is usually the point where a brick and mortar is either going to keep going or close the doors. So yeah, for me with the beard brand with Luxurious Bastard, my 2-year mark was freaking COVID. So not only I had to, continue to build, but I had to continue to build on top of that. And guess what? Like 2020, 2021, those are some of my best years.
Yeah.
So that's why almost 9 years later now, I'm in this big facility. We just expanded this whole upstairs floor with like 2 studios, the private speakeasy cigar lounge, and now all of this stuff with like the streaming. I feel like like you said, we the space needs people like us that we don't care what the charts are doing. We're showing up, we're making content, we're meeting people, we're shaking hands, we're learning new things. If you're not learning something every day, then you're probably on your
so the way we found you was through hosting. Well, first we got introduced to you at Bitcoin, but you were hosting spaces, and that's all I knew about you. I didn't know you did all this other stuff. So what got you into hosting spaces? How long have you been doing that for?
Yeah, I started hosting spaces, I would say probably like the fall of 2023. I would host them for other companies when I worked for them, so I'd be a space host. Typically, I would have a whole list of invited people prior, not like a shill and show where anyone's free to come join up and hey, come up, request something like this at this. But like, it's like, how can we target a community or a niche? Like, all right, let's host an AVAX space, which they're their own chain, or let's host a Solana space, or let's host a Web3 gaming space. Like, how can you pick a niche or a community or a chain and then invite the best projects or people to come all speak on one conversation, because then you get all these people from like a similar area together, and everyone kind of gets to talk about, hey, what's the news, what stuff is affecting everyone currently, you know, each company can kind of share what they're doing, because like, so there's like two sides of crypto in my opinion. You've got all of the traders, right? You got like the NFT people, or you got the crypto people buying tokens and meme coins, and then you've got the B2B people, which is straight business. Like they're building their product and service, they're trying to do partnerships, collabs, community. I work more in the space than I buy and sell. Like I'm not in there buying NFTs and buying every meme coin and whatnot. I primarily work in this space and build. So yeah, that's like how I've typically like made my money, is like I'll work with a brand or two or three at a time doing freelance and taking on some sort of a full-time role. And yeah, I started hosting spaces like end of 23, mostly for companies like that in the B2B area, right? And then yeah, I would say I stopped around like the summer of 24, and then yeah, literally like a month ago, maybe like 5 weeks ago, you know, being around the Steppas, being around Smoke, you know, a lot of our core product and services, specifically space hosts, and like how can we help a product or service have a larger network effect and get a bunch of people talking about them constantly at the top of X. So like streaming and spaces are extremely valuable on X, because on the right side of your screen or at the top of your phone on your homepage, it's going to show everyone that is live and having a conversation. And obviously the better conversation or the more value that's there for other people, the more people that will join. And it's one of the best ways to get free marketing. You know, like, yeah, you can make your own great posts, but how can you hit the top of the space listeners or of X broadcasts? And the longer you host those, the more incentivized you are to like keep going, because your numbers are stacking, you've got more replies, you've got more listeners and whatnot. So like that's been extremely valuable. Also, again, circling back to what we were talking about with like AI, is like, you know, we've known for months and even years now that AI has gotten to the point where you can't differentiate what is real and what is fake now. Like it's in it. I'm like, all right, it is more valuable than ever. And like, I've already been in the streaming space and gaming space for 10 years. I've already known about the value of streamers and clipping and whatnot. All these people in crypto that are talking about clipping, like this stuff's been out for a long time. And, you know, I was like, all right, I need to start streaming because I want to keep showing up in Web3 and in crypto. And as a creator, how can I do this in a collaborative way that shows me as a human, as a builder, as a founder, but also like, how can I grow and host conversations? And spaces just make the most sense. And they're really collaborative. I love talking to people. I do a lot better around people. I like to work with teams of people. I like the camaraderie. I like the external commitment. Yeah, like just like it's been really good, man. And yeah, been doing it daily, you know, basically.
Well, you're good at it.
Month.
You can tell, like, there's some hosts that are just like no BS. They don't take any crap from anybody, and but they can somehow relate to everybody and not. I mean,
you run a quality space, and it attracts quality people and projects.
Yep.
Yeah.
We like your spaces. They're perfect. What was your biggest one so far?
Jeez. Literally the last 3 days, I've had probably my 3 biggest spaces. The last 3 days, like almost every single day, it's been bigger and bigger, which is really crazy.
What are the numbers? Do you know?
Well, okay, so this is what I would say. So I have a couple general metrics.
Okay.
The biggest thing is like how many replies can I get in a space? So like so I would say like 2 of the bigger metrics have been, I've been getting a bunch of sponsors talking to me, right? So like that's like, okay, people want this. And then also like how many replies can we get in the purple pill? Those are like, I would say the 2 biggest things for me. Obviously, like, you know, having a full stage, having as many people join, but the fact that I have so many more people reaching out and wanting to partner with me, to co-host, to have video content done, to do a stream or a segment of a stream to them is kind of like the biggest signal for me, because like I just know it's working. And also like the gratitude I get from other people that join the space, and they're like, yo, I'm really grateful for this opportunity because you're giving me your platform. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
thank you. Like,
Yeah.
cool, I have a platform, but like, and it's just cool to command the room because I feel like it's like a chill version of like Shark Tank, but it's kind of like a podcast or like in a Discord call where we're kind of chopping it up, and then people are constantly coming on stage, like telling about who they are, what they're building, what they're shilling, what they're bullish on. So you've got anyone that's like a dev that's been around for years, or you've got security people like Chione today, or you've got people that are like a founder or a bag worker, and it's like you get an extreme variety of people and it's just been so dope. Obviously, connecting with like-minded people, connecting with other Christians, and dude, it's just been. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I have. Like I've hosted spaces before, but this format has been like super fun, and like I treat it like a job. Like I treat it like a job. It's something I have to do. It's a core part of my day, and I really try to keep a certain tempo. So that we can it can be tolerable for other people to join because nobody wants to listen to someone blasted on drugs just rant, which is a lot of crypto Twitter.
Yeah, they're so negative. They just start their spaces off with yelling and there. I'm like, dude, nobody's gonna want to talk after you.
Yeah, you got to keep your flow going.
Yeah,
you can't let that.
You're very good at like diffusing situations, or somebody comes with some negativity and you're like, well, da 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 da, and that's why
not just anybody can do that.
Yeah, and I'm looking over here on the right side at like the spaces, and I think the top one is like 347 and then 253, and you're always like 250 to like 300, so you're constantly ranking higher and higher. And if you've only been doing this for a month, good God, imagine in like 3, 5 months, 6 months, you fire up a space and it's just gonna be like poof.
Yeah, right? Totally. Yeah, it's been a really good tool for me because I do a lot of video content. I definitely pride myself on like a lot of my video content, but again, the streaming spaces are relatively new for me. Again, doing it for myself, not for another company. And it's been really helpful just being consistent because I struggled a lot with consistency the last like year and a half, recovering from some previous struggle or failure with startups where I basically overextended. I moved out to Florida to work on 2 startups. One was a tech distribution, a tech reward distribution platform, which is a short way of saying we would do like really large contests. Communities would give us their token to run like huge creator contests, essentially. You have like mass UGC campaigns, and then also we were running a creative agency while I brought back my brand HypeUnit, which was blown up. And also I was getting a bunch of opportunity as a content creator. This was like summer of 24. So this last year and a half spent a lot of working on me, not really going 100% on work.
Well, it feels like
now I feel like I'm back in the saddle.
It seems like the work comes to you once you hit your flow and once you've built your community well enough and it's stable companies that are coming after you. You're just gonna sit back now and watch all that decade of effort come back into your favor.
Totally.
It's gonna flow. Like
the bigger you get, the bigger you get.
Yeah, I feel like for someone who's of faith, and David as well, like my entire life, like everything I do is integrated with, okay, how would I look at this from a faith perspective? And that's one thing I didn't know about you until I did, and I heard you speak on it in your space, and I was like, he's talking about Bible study? Listen up. Like my ears perked, and that is why I continue to follow and become a fan. Because we meet a lot of people, and I hear about a lot of people, but you stuck in my mind as the only one so far.
Well, because you're not afraid to. And then what I've noticed, just listen to your spaces, and I'm sure you have as well, other people don't feel so scared to chime in and where typically you go into some of these spaces and everybody's just like, that's the last thing you're gonna say.
So
that's another reason why you're just gonna keep climbing up the charts.
So we appreciate you being open with your faith because it leaves space for us all too as well, and not be ashamed of it. Not that I ever have been, but it's not what I open with. You know,
Totally.
it should be what we close with, though. You know, leave the word of God. Have you ever? I heard you read scripture.
Yeah.
One of your spaces.
I try to most spaces, to be honest. Or I try to quote. I feel like it's my duty. Like, I feel like it's wrong to not. One, it's good for me, right? Like, it's like I'm reading it, but then also like, I swear every time I do, so many people pull up. Like, people will reply in the purple pill saying stuff about it. They'll DM me privately. People come up on stage and share or quote, and like, yeah, it's beautiful, bro. Like, the more you put it out there, the more you're like, whoa, actually they're everywhere.
Yeah.
You're just like, you know, people, you know, everyone is afraid of judgment, and I've shared this multiple times before. Sure. Everyone is afraid of judgment. It's tribal. I've explained this before. I want to explain it again because it's so good. Basically, like, we all have fear of judgment because we are tribal people. It's like, we used to operate as groups of like 120 people in a tribe or so, and we all relied on each other for shelter, for food, for resources, and judgment of the tribe could mean exile. I mean, you could get kicked out of the tribe. That ultimately means death. That means you don't get to procreate. You're on your own. Like, judgment of other people, that's why it's like so, it is literally built into our DNA to like worry about the judgment of other people. You know what I mean? Like, public speaking, because
that makes sense.
You make them unhappy, like, it's literally programmed in. That's why we have such a, like, it's an instinct to, like, you don't want to rub people the wrong way. You don't want to be wrong. You don't want to make them upset. You don't want to. It is literally programmed into us to like try to get along. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. You're
because
not wrong.
You would get removed from the tribe. That means you don't get to procreate. You don't have food. You don't have shelter. So like, it's very tribal to like try to get along, and and the fear of judgment is super real because it is programmed in us to value the judgment of the tribe. You know what I mean? So that's why people try to fit in. That's why they try to, you know what I mean? So I learned this, and I've heard it multiple times, and I'm like, man, that is the most true thing, because it is literally built into us. Like, you have a visceral human reaction. You can feel it in your cells, in your body, like the goosebumps, the sweat, the anxiety of like trying to fit in or trying to not rub people the wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it's very real.
Yeah.
So,
well, as from one believer to another, I commend you, and I thank you for opening up the space to my eyes, because I didn't think there was anything like that here. And it's nice to be able to shill from where all my blessings flow. Yes. So even if we just infuse them with a little scripture, I noticed it and I honor it, and that is the reason why I'm a fan.
And you never know, like, one little thing that you say could affect one or two people listening to just totally, like, that's all they needed to hear. You know?
Yeah, and that's why we share it, if you really are a believer.
Yeah.
Well,
I gave him the quote the other day with, you know, it's better to live life as there is the God, to die to find out there isn't, than to live your life as there isn't a God, to die to find out that there is.
No, you don't want to get on the other side and be like,
too late.
I didn't do it right. But seeing as this has been a decade for you, did you ever experience in there like burnout to where you just had to step away, go back to your like childhood home, lay in that bed for a couple weeks and then refocus? Or have you always been pretty consistent? Was there ever a time you were like, I'm gonna go mom and dad's house?
Of course. Yeah. I think here, before I answer that, because I can definitely tell you, I think with sharing your faith, it gets easier the more you do it. Not only does it feel good for you, but it feels good for other people. You're sowing seeds, you know, you may not see it fully grow, but you can sow a seed or water a seed that's already been planted. And again, you're saving someone's soul. Like, I truly believe every day I wake up that it's a great day, and also that there's a purpose. And I don't believe that there's nothing after you die. Like, I don't think that's logical in any way. It just doesn't make sense. I don't think it's logical in any manner that there's no purpose for life and that there's nothing after death.
No.
So, so I think that's why it's important to live as if there is a God, which I have mad respect for anyone that is a believer in God, period, but especially Christians. Like for example, my business partner Teddy, he's a content creator, 1 million plus subscribers, super successful content creator, massive on crypto, one of the best content creators you'll ever see. Like when he walks into a room at events, he commands the room. People are uncomfortable when an extrovert is in the room in front of a camera. Like they're not used to it. And I have mad respect for him because we'll be at a conference, we'll be in Singapore, we'll be in Paris, we'll be at some event in the United States, and we'll be in a crazy loud room. Everyone's drinking, doing drugs. We're at a karate combat. People are fighting, and like because he's Muslim, he will go pray. He will go find a quiet room to go pray. I'm like, man, like I don't know many people that'll be at an event in another country where everyone else is drinking and debauchery and all these different things, and he's like, I'm gonna go find a place to pray. And it's like super inspiring to see anyone that is a God-fearing man. And so I just think it's beautiful. And so I just made it a really big part of my life, and I have mad respect for anyone that's a God-fearing man, but especially Christians. Also, I do want to shout out Wolf here. Wolf is now hosting a Sunday stream. It's called, I think it's something like Christians in Crypto or something like that.
Oh, that's
Stop
cool.
it. Wolf? Wolf
I
Fox?
think, Baggy or Wolf. I think he does it at about, I don't know, maybe like 1 p.m. CST or something like that on Sundays. It's a 1 hour thing. I DM'd him because I do want to start something similar in the future on Sundays. But again, trying to figure out, so this is a perfect segue because I don't want to overdo things yet. Not specific with faith, just trying to maintain my own routine and consistency. But yeah, on the topic of burnout, yes. Like I just said, previously was out in Florida, overextended, worked on 2 startups, was spread super thin. And this kind of like relates to my testimony. Like the biggest part of my testimony or turning point is when I tried to stop doing everything out of my own will or my own strength. And once I stopped doing everything out of my own strength and like trusted God fully, everything started getting better. And I ended up moving out to Florida summer of 24, working on these 2 startups while I just brought back Hype. Was working with Smoke there. He was an owner at the time, and I was getting all these content creator opportunities, working with massive gaming chains, and everything that I moved out to Florida for stopped working out, and that really put me just upset because I moved across the country for these things, and it didn't end up working out, and I was there for a long time, just not able to move on mentally because I was there physically, and just ended up just falling behind with finances, with health, with my relationship with God and Christ, and then just struggle even with my previous relationship. End of 24 though, started watching The Chosen with my ex.
Oh,
the best thing I've ever done.
Love that.
Chosen is incredible.
Yep.
I feel like that's the best onboarding tool for anybody. I'm a visual guy. I'm a visual guy.
An onboarding tool.
When you're an American or someone that's heard about these stories of Christ or like, the disciples, you don't really know until you watch The Chosen or if you've actually read the Bible. And I feel like The Chosen kind of fast tracks reading the Bible because, you kind of got to read the Bible probably multiple times to actually grasp it and retain any of it because it's very dense. Whereas like you can watch The Chosen and you start to see these miracles that are performed where you hear about these stories. And again, I'm a visual person, so it was extremely helpful. And then, like in May of 2025, ended up moving out here to Phoenix to kind of basically start over. And this last like year and a half, I've just been like working on myself. So like building a relationship with God, prayer, taking care of my health, just trying to build my ego and confidence again. Cause like I used to be the guy that was just go, just like, getting into crypto. How much money can I make a month? I made this much money. Let's do more. Let's do more. Oh, we made this much. Let's do more. And smoking weed every single day for like 5 years straight, 24/7, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it was working. Like I was still scaling and doing great work, or what I thought was okay work. But I was high the entire time.
Wow.
So and
the
this last
receipts
year,
on that come paying.
So like this last like year and a half, doing a lot of work on myself, and just kind of been getting back in the saddle again. And these streaming spaces have been so important for me of helping build my ego again and confidence in everything I have done and accomplished. But I think that's an important thing to reflect on is like, where can you look back in your past, these pillars in your life where God was there or God got you through or all these things you have accomplished? Because it's very easy to forget all the things you've accomplished. Like I'm sure both you guys actually have a lot of insane achievements related to business or health or relationships or just your own journey as a human where it's like, man, I have accomplished a lot. I am that
Yeah.
person,
Yeah.
like, so it's yeah, this last year and a half has been a lot for me, and
Well,
yeah,
good
it's
for
been a
you.
journey.
Good
It's been
for
a
you.
journey.
It
Yeah.
takes a lot to notice where you're falling short, to pivot, to be fine with pivoting, to be fine
Yeah.
with being poor for a little bit in certain areas and just restart. So
Yeah.
good for you. Good for you. Yeah,
Thank you.
the toll that all that you were doing takes is just like you'd rather learn that at a young age like you're doing than do that in your elder years.
Yeah, because it would be way harder
the
to recover.
cost is so much higher.
I know it's cliche, but the whole like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fact.
Totally.
You're well rounding out yourself very nicely. I'm proud of you, young man.
Thank you.
Sorry, my kids were 26 is my oldest, so
Nice.
you're just right there. So what's the biggest thing do you think that the biggest lesson Web3 has taught you just being in this space? I mean, I feel like you've already shared a lot of lessons with us, but what's the major one?
I would say everyone here has no understanding of like the ceiling or opportunity to earn, learn, or grow, and all it takes is consistency, is showing up, and it's been extremely true for me. It's been extremely true for me because you can make as much money as you dream of in this space as long as you do the work and show up. And again, this space rewards anybody that is real, that is trying, that is building something of quality, especially if you're doxxed and show your face and show you're a real person. Like this space is craving real talent, real builders, real founders, real creators. It craves that. Like it is craving it. And yeah, it's like people just have no understanding, and there's so many incredible people in this world that work extremely hard, that are really disciplined and consistent, but again, they don't know about this space. They don't understand that there are so many companies hiring, projects, communities that like want someone just like you or I, or people that are listening, or people that are going to watch and listen, that like they have a gift and a talent given by God that can be used somewhere. And it's like people just don't understand how big this space is. And again, that's why I say like consistency is number one. Like how can you show up every single day? How can you create content? How can you network? How can you adjust your branding and strategy so you can put yourself in a position to win? Because being in this space, you are shoulder to shoulder with people that have already won in other industries and are trying to figure out crypto, blockchain, NFTs, Web3. Like it is insane the amount of money that is in this space. It is insane the amount of geniuses that are in this space that are just absolutely gifted and so smart and have the ability, that have the autism to find one thing and go so down the rabbit hole. Like that's people that are extremely autistic thrive in places like this because they figure out a niche, they figure out an area to win, and then they're like, I'm gonna become an expert and I'm gonna become the absolute best. And I'm going to show everyone. I'm going to be super responsive. I'm going to show up on social media. I'm going to bring value. I'm going to be collaborative. I'm going to be brave and offer my products and services. I'm going to pitch myself. I'm going to communicate other people's ideas. Like, that's how you win in this space. And if you're afraid, you're not going to win. Like, you only get in this life what you're brave enough to ask for. So, like, if you're brave, like my partner Teddy really showed me that. I Crazy Teddy on X. My partner who's Muslim, who owns HypeUnit, like incredible man. Again, same goes for Smoke. I love Smoke because he's brave. Like he doesn't care. He will try. He will show up. He'll send it. Like he's one of my friends that's like the vibe of like toxic masculinity. Like fuck everyone else. Like fuck cancel culture. Let's just try it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've needed men in my life that are like that because when you get knocked down, or you're struggling, or you're afraid to try something again or whatever. you've got those people in your life, your support system, who you can lean on and be like, let's do this, let's try, you know? So, yeah, that's my biggest advice is like, you have no understanding of the ceiling and opportunity there is to earn and learn and grow in this space, being shoulder to shoulder with other geniuses and successful people that are coming into this industry. And if you're consistent and show up every single day, you will make more money than you've ever made. And you'll meet incredibly smart people that you will be friends with and want to be friends with for the rest of your life. And you'll get to see them at conventions, and you'll get to make content with them and show up in similar rooms. And you'll just start networking in a way that you just never understood is possible. And like, it's only in crypto. I'm telling you, it's so cool. It's so cool.
Yeah, I think for the younger crew coming up behind you, you have a lot to offer. Even just to us, I mean, we might be well versed in the brick and mortar game and him already with so much crypto. But for the younger kids coming up, it's if you had to start all over today, what would be with 0 followers? What would be your very first move? How could you help them?
I would say figure out very quickly what is your skill set, what is your product offering, what service can you provide, position yourself accordingly with branding, right? So like, make sure your social media account looks good, have some sort of an offering in a document like a resume or a pitch deck. Start offering everybody free work and be extremely collaborative. Hit up everyone, offer free work, get a little bit of experience under your belt, figure out what you're really good at it. And then, like I said, with people that are like autistic, figure out what that thing is that you're good at and go so far down the rabbit hole that you are just able to generate value that someone wants to pay you for. And there's somebody that wants to pay someone right now $10,000 a month to do this one specific thing. Like there are companies, again, that are craving talent. So anyone that's consistent, number one, and then has a real value they can offer, which like everyone here needs help with their Telegram, their Discord community, collaborations, showing up socially, like through social media. How can you create content? How can you create a content calendar? How can you have good editing? How can you grow on LinkedIn or other platforms? Like there is so like, it's like running a business, but online there's so many different areas. There's so many different pages. So it's like, if you're new in this space, be extremely collaborative, figure out your skill set, and then show up every single day and pitch that nonstop. And if you have no experience, offer free work. And then once you got a couple opportunities, you'll figure out what you're good at, and then you can offer that to other people and get paid ridiculous amounts of money. And there are people that are happy to pay you for part-time gigs, freelance, full-time, contractual agreements. Like, it is insane. Like, this is the only place, other than like the music industry, where you can like blow up overnight. Like, even like with meme coins, you can be an artist making music for a while. One song blows up, and all of a sudden you're like popular. And it's same things with like meme coins. A meme coin can blow up in the next 5 minutes,
from
tonight,
just
tomorrow,
some viral tweet,
all the time.
some viral clip, something, and then they're like, oh, then now you're discovered. Like for us, I feel like, I can say without like, having a big head, but like I killed it in the beard industry with creating something out of nothing. And like for like this stuff right here, like this is fun. This doesn't feel like work to me, doing shows like this or doing our own thing or all the other different ventures that we have. We're so new. I feel like on a scale from 1 to 10, we're only at like a 4,
Ooh.
And so for us, like you and me and Jesse and other people that are starting to do, especially like video format stuff, we're building in the storm. So imagine once, the sun comes out and everything is growing, like we'll have such a foundation built up to where
as long as you build it on the rock and not the sand,
and you're doing it in a good way, positive, you're not trying to scam and burn people.
Totally.
It's the way to go. It's going to be the new meta. Watch.
So who on this whole journey for you, or even I guess since birth, who's had the biggest impact on your life?
Biggest impact on my life. Obviously God, Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's funny when you get older, it takes time to like realize certain things. Like you think you understand things, or you think you have an understanding or a threshold of like what something is, and then you just get humbled again, and you actually have like another realization across
Yeah.
all parts of life, with money, with relationships, because
Mm.
everyone likes, we all think we have it figured out, or like, you know, there's like the phrase of like, you know, only the fool knows everything or whatever. I forget what it is. Um, yeah, obviously my mom and dad. I mean, I get all my discipline and leadership from my dad, just from being in the
Mm.
military. And then I get all my kindness and creative stuff from my mom, like totally.
Aw.
And I didn't realize that till like probably like a year ago or so. I mean, I kind of knew the stuff on my dad with leadership and whatnot, and discipline, and making stuff happen, and being accountable and whatnot. But yeah, definitely get all my creativity from my mom. She's also the musician. She plays the piano. Um,
Oh, okay. So that's
and
where the music comes in.
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
And my dad did a whole career in the Army and Air Force, so like he did, you know, leading a bunch of
Oh.
squadrons, and us living all over. So like, kind of got to see him like take command of a lot of different areas, which were super cool, or running really large facilities or hospitals and stuff like that, and or like air evacuation squadrons, like people that like dive into like war zone areas and help people with health. So like, definitely my mom and dad, and then I would say two people who have been really big parts of my journey, that like, who I've already referenced here again, have been Smoke. Um, you know, like I said, known this man for like a decade. You know, just like any good relationship, we've had highs and lows, and I love him very much. Again, Bitcoin actually was the first time I ever got to meet him in person, which is crazy.
That's
I've known this
What?
man
phenomenal.
Whoa.
online for Bitcoin. So that
Stop
was
it
our first time ever
right
meeting in
now.
person.
That was
Yeah,
all of us then.
That's a decade of
Yeah.
not meeting somebody,
yeah.
but that
All online.
what?
That's the online world.
Yeah.
Like, we were children most of the time, and then, you know, I was the one
Whoa.
I was the one that like brought him actively into crypto, like showing him like, hey, these are these gaming communities, these are these NFT communities. And then I brought him into like another organization, and then I brought him into Hype as an owner. And yeah, he's a very unique individual, and I'm very grateful to be his friend. And I know he shares the same feeling. And then again, other than Smoke, is definitely Teddy. Teddy being a really successful, large, established content creator, million plus subs, you know, an absolute extrovert of a content creator, like, you know, also a God-fearing man. Like, uh, Teddy's inspired me a lot as a content creator. Again, teaching me like, if you're brave enough to ask for something, you can get it. And, like, I've seen him at these conventions where we're hanging out with certain people, and he'll ask for something or ask for access or get to do something, and like, you know, also he's got the British accent and whatnot, and just like super charismatic, just, you know, the UK banter. So just super
Oh,
grateful to be surrounded by people that inspire me and push me to be better.
yeah.
Just because you got to have those people, and it's always grateful to have a variety of friends that bring a different flavor to the table, you know, so that you can, you know, just have a good perspective, you know, and everyone serves a purpose, and hopefully I can help them in their endeavors. And yeah, it's been so good, man. I feel so grateful. I feel very lucky to be where I'm at and to have all the experiences I have. And again, I'm just super excited for the future, because again, I love hosting these streams and spaces, and this is the most consistent I've been in like over a year and a half now.
Wow.
And I'm just stoked to see where it brings me, because I've never shown up like this for my own account. And I'm just, and also again, like I say in the spaces every day, it's like, when the bull market is here, when the waters rise, we're gonna be winning so hard. So it's like, I'm very
So
excited
hard.
for, you know, what's gonna happen.
We all are. We're like, hold tight, hold the line,
Yep.
hold the
Yeah.
line. So if you were having a conversation with 12-year-old Trip, well, he wasn't Trip yet, so maybe he was. What would you think he would say about, you know?
Buy Bitcoin. No.
About no, what would you think he would say to you? Like, oh my gosh, our beard.
Yeah. Yes. No,
how
not
how
gonna
am I
lie.
supposed to
I
grow
still like.
that?
I actually, it's so funny you say that. So like, I pray every day. I pray throughout the day, and I thank God for
Yeah.
like my features, my attributes, my gifts and talents. I still struggle with playing music in front of people, like fear of man. Just like talked about judgment. Like, fear of man does not serve you. There's only one judge, and it's God. You
Yeah.
guys have seen the movie The Shack? Have you guys ever heard of that movie, The
Oh
Shack?
my gosh, I couldn't get through it, but yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that movie is really good,
It's
and there's a part in
emotional.
there towards the end where they talk to Wisdom, and they also talk to like, there's a scenario where like, this guy is really upset, and they just give a really good example of why you don't want to be the judge, why you don't want to judge other people.
Mm,
And yeah, so still working on Fear of Man with playing music in front of other people because it's like I have these gifts and talents, I should share them, Or if I
Yeah.
like hosting these public conversations, if I'm serious and bold in my faith, I should share it. So yeah, definitely, I think my younger version of myself, if I'm answering this correctly, would be super proud, be like, oh my gosh, bro, like your beard, like I take so much pride in my beard now. I'm so proud that I even have a beard because I talk to guys or even my brother, it's like receding, he started to have a receding hairline. He's 2 years younger than me, or like other guys can't grow like they can't even grow a goatee, But then it got like my friend like Smoke can grow a massive caveman beard in like a couple weeks. Like his shit just pumps. I'm still working on mine, but like I'm very grateful for what I have, and it's like, yeah, I'm literally like, I was on a mission trip. We went to Mexico back in like March, and it was my first time going on a mission trip, and I remember speaking with a person, and we were just kind of getting to know each other. And I asked like, hey, like, what's your dream job? And he answered, and then he asked me, he was like, what's your dream job? I was like, bro, I'm doing it. Like I was like, wow, like I really do have my dream job. I work from home. I'm still in gaming. I'm making money from home. I love my work. I know I'm good at it. I just haven't been consistent because I've been doing a lot of work on myself and just moving on from the past. And it's like there's no other thing I would want to do. It's like I am doing my dream job, and yeah, I think my younger self would be really proud.
He'd probably give you a high five and be like, show me around our room.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, there's been times where like I look at my room or like previous offices that I've had. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I dreamed of having a dope fish tank and a mini fridge and a couch and dope lighting and tapestries or posters or you know what I mean? And like like my office is right now. My office right now is okay. I'm planning on moving here in the next month, so I'll have a banger office here soon. It'll be so different.
Where are you living?
So I live in Phoenix right now, technically Scottsdale, but I'll be just moving to like a more south part of Scottsdale.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, still gonna be out here in the west, and yeah, like I just can remember even like multiple times I'll look around the room and I'm like, man, I'm making all this money. I love my work. I work from home. If I want to stop working and just go grab something from Walmart, or if I want to just go do something, I can do that. A lot of people they have to live in a very specific way, but obviously also that comes with like discipline of being an entrepreneur or doing freelance work, or being a content creator, like having the self-agency to like get your work done and bring value, because if you're not doing that, you're going to fall behind. And yeah, I can just remember like being in my office and being so proud of like, man, look at my setup, or look at my whatever, or I get in a Discord call, and I'm sure people glaze you all the time, David, for like your setup, because you have a wonderful setup, or like people like are like, yo, how many monitors do you have, or yo, look at those nerds, look at the lighting, or they're like, yo, are those pudgy penguins in the background? It's like, yeah, and it's like when you live in that space, you definitely take it for granted because it's just another day to you. But for other people, they're like, man, I want that, bro.
I find myself doing that a lot, where I'm like, oh, maybe I didn't get as many orders on the beard brand or that, and I start getting down on myself, and then I have to just stop and like look around. And a couple months ago, I was in a space with a bunch of other entrepreneurs, and there's all these people complaining about, my business is only, we're taking hits and gas is so expensive. And the guy was like, wait, stop. He's like, are you eating? Well, yeah. Are you paying for your mortgage? Well, yeah. Do you have cars that run? Is that all paid for? Well, yeah. Well, then you are doing the impossible. You're not working for anybody else. You're feeding yourself. You're feeding your family. You're, creating all this. So be proud of yourself. So I forget that even, everything that we build and that we're doing besides the beard brand. And I just have to be like, I don't care what the market's doing or what people say. Like, we're doing the impossible. Yeah, we're winning.
Yeah.
You woke up. Yeah. You woke up on this side of the dirt. Sometimes that's the only one we have, and we gotta celebrate it.
And now it's like I've got all these things and this stuff built up, but it's like now I want to share it. It's like I want people to enjoy, what we've created. So it's exciting to think of that. And we don't limit ourselves like, okay, once we get here, that's it. No, she's the first to attest. Like, I'm always like, oh, we could do this business. We could do that over here. Oh, we could do this. And
what do I test?
you can attest to like
Oh,
me
attest to it.
not
Yes,
limiting
a
myself,
testament.
because
Yes,
people
yes,
ask
yes.
me like, oh, well, when you with your project, when you get to here, you know, I'm like, I don't think like there's no limit. It's just gonna keep going and building and building. You know, I'm not like,
Yeah.
oh, in 2 years. No, this is like legacy. You know, one of many legacies that we're building over here.
Yeah. Well,
Totally.
I have 2 more questions for you, and then we're going to let David do your rapid fire. So, what's
Good.
one question you have always wanted someone to ask, but they never have?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Turn them.
Chew on that for a second.
Question.
Tables them turn.
Yeah, that's a good. Man, that's a tough one. What is one question?
Yeah, chew on it.
I'm chewing on it. I'm chewing on it. I'm chewing on it for sure.
Is it your height, maybe, or
Definitely not. No, I'm a short king. I'm on the.
short,
go.
I'm
short
in
kings
front
are
for the
winning?
photos. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
You're
go.
sure you get to be in front for the photos.
I'm vertically challenged as well.
It's never
Yeah.
a challenge, really. I mean, you feel-
Shorter
Man, I
people
don't
live
know.
longer.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Is that so?
Yep.
Yep.
Why
and,
is that?
And work on your legs. If you have big legs,
Yeah.
strong legs, you're gonna live longer. Period.
Whoa.
Yep.
Squats are
I didn't know
important.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we
didn't know
were
that.
bothering you while you chewed. Sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead and
sorry.
chew.
No, you're fine. Probably. Honestly, just out of my own curiosity, I don't even know the answer to this, but it would probably be how many like YouTube videos or montages have I posted? That was like something I put my heart into when I was younger.
Yeah.
Again, starting in YouTube, doing like airsoft gun disassembly, reassembly, like unboxing stuff.
Like
And then,
tons.
yeah, and then also like going into gaming, because like, oh my gosh, all I cared about was how many videos a week can we upload, how can we post the best, how many subscribers, because like once you start doing number-based goals, right? Like, okay, we got this many subscribers today, how many can we
Dude.
get tomorrow? Like, what are these levers that are being pulled to increase? And once you start figuring out which ones work, you just start pulling them as fast as you can every single day. And then you're like, okay, if I got this many subs this week, how many can we have by the end of this month? And then you're starting to like project your growth and like,
That's
you know,
where
like,
I'm
okay,
at right now.
And I
Yeah.
keep telling her, I'm like, don't worry about that, because you keep, you know, there was an influencer that was talking about exactly that. It's like, stop worrying about the numbers and you gained 3, but then you lost 2. Like, just
who
keep
unsubscribed?
posting. Just
Yes.
put it out there. Just keep putting it out there.
Yes.
Like Mr. Beast is a perfect example when he was live streaming and doing and stuff, and like only 7 people would show up, and now look at him.
Well,
Just consistency.
If you were to guess, how many do you think is the answer to that question?
How
How many channels do you have?
Yeah. So I mean, geez. Yeah. If I was just thinking about like my old brands, YouTube, I've probably posted at least like 200 on YouTube for our brand account. Which these are like fully edited videos. These are like multiple people involved. It's not just like me recording a video. This is like organizing other people,
we can count those.
editors. Yeah, like montages, all sorts of different videos. Even like being like, hey, for fun, let's just try daily uploading for 2 weeks and see the results.
Mhm.
You know, and it's like, all right, we uploaded daily. We tried a bunch of different styles of content. Per video, we pulled less views, but overall, we generated more views because we posted more videos. So like, it's really fun. It's like a science. It's like, how can you experiment, have fun, and create the best content? And then also, when you're in a certain niche, you just get really competitive looking at what other people are doing. It's like, how can I be better than that? How can we grow faster? How can we get the same sponsors, if not better or more, or get a better deal? Yeah.
What's your channel on YouTube?
Yeah, what's your channel? We're looking you up.
Honestly,
Which one do you want us to see? I guess I should say.
Here, let me see if I can pull it up. They should be public. They should be public.
Okay.
They should be public. Let me just
I'm looking
double check.
at Luxurious Bastard brand, you know, my YouTube channel,
387
videos.
Dude.
And I've been doing this since 2019. And this wasn't for money or anything like that. This was just a cool way for me to connect with my customers that were buying products from me.
He put all those on and didn't even monetize till like recently.
I just started monetizing like literally when we had Matt in here and I was showing him my stuff. Yeah, he's like, bro,
he was like, you
how
got
come you
some
don't
holes in
monetize?
your system.
He's like, you need to turn all this on and turn all the stuff into things. And I'm like, I didn't care. It was just a cool, fun way for me to talk to my customers.
Meeting Matt was a game changer.
Totally.
For the YouTube channel, he has like opened up our eyes. What's it called?
The channel I was thinking of is just called HypeUnit. If you look it up on YouTube.
HypeUnit.
That was basically our montage channel. I basically put an insane amount of work into it. I would say from 2015 until like 2017 or so.
Dude.
262 videos.
16,000
subscribers.
Yeah, so that was like my baby, and if you like, just it's ridiculous. It's such a niche, and there's so many different styles when you come to like working with video editors, work with designers. There's so many. It's just crazy. Like it's a really awesome space, and then also like even on my own X account, like I posted, easily, like probably 200 videos, probably in the last like 2 years, maybe 100, 150, so it's like when you do different styles of content, you can put out a lot more volume, right? So like that work I was doing with team stuff, it was very collaborative, so you can only put out so much. But when you're doing your own stuff, like, if I'm doing my streams or spaces or my own video content, I'm able to improve and grow a lot faster because it's only like me and an editor. I'm not relying on a whole other team of people. So it's I've always been the guy that cares so much about like raising the flag and rallying the troops and how can we push the brand forward. And it's been a learning process these last 2 years of being like, all right, I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to build my personal brand rather than trying to do it for another company. So it's been an awesome learning experience because I would do those things at the cost of myself. So it's been awesome. I'm very grateful. It's been fun.
Where do you post the stuff you do now? What channel?
Only on X, to be honest with you. I don't do any YouTube for my personal account. I would like to. I've done different types of videos. I think I could make a lot of content that actually do really good on YouTube. I'm just not making the time for it. I feel like once I got my flywheel on X fully spinning and I feel like I've got some good momentum, I will definitely want to do more Instagram content. I'm going to start doing short form Instagram content, maybe on like TikTok and YouTube Shorts, but I know I could do really good on long form YouTube content because, you see certain content that other people do and I'm like, yo, I am more than able to do certain type of videos. So I'm like, why am I waiting? And it's just like,
yep.
Yeah.
You just need a good camera and that's what we have so many channels where like we could do that.
Even your spaces, you just have a little tab on here. It just spaces. And so like you just record your space, throw it up on YouTube, run it through like Opus Clip or something to give you a couple of, and it's free content. I mean, you're already making it. So
Yeah, dude. Yeah, ever since you mentioned Opus Clip, I'm like, dude, I need to get on this because I need to be reposting my stuff just to start growing elsewhere, and then also just try to make intentional content for those platforms so that I'm putting out high quality stuff, and
Yeah, Opus Clips. I just bought my subscription yesterday for a year. Better to do it that way. It's wild.
I mean, I've tried a bunch of different versions. I've tried sitting in front of my computer for an hour or two making the craziest cool animation and then I'll put it up and I'm like 70 views, then I'll throw something in Opus Clip 10 seconds later, take the clip, throw it in there, I'm like 2,500. What the? It's like, yeah, it knows.
All right, are you ready for your rapid fire trip? Because we are almost going on 2 hours here, bro.
I'm ready.
Okay,
I'm ready.
All right, quick. Xbox, PlayStation.
Xbox.
Pokemon, red or blue?
Let's do red.
Okay. Charizard or Blastoise?
Oh, bro. We'll do Charizard. that one's tough, bro. I love
Blastoise. Mario or Sonic the Hedgehog?
Mario.
Yes.
100%.
Way Mario, yeah.
Your favorite, if you had to pick just one quick game of like all the games, doesn't matter platform, what would it be?
Can I say two? Wait, I'm gonna say three. Okay, I have like three all-time favorites.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair.
Guitar Hero 3, Skyrim, and Call of Duty Black Ops 1.
He
Those are
knew,
insane.
like right off the rip,
My
he
man.
knew.
Love
Yeah.
Skyrim.
So 3.
I love me a good RPG. The last one I played 4 times already was Red Dead Redemption 2 on
Nice.
PS5. I played the good guy, the bad guy, in
Yeah.
between. Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite snack during gaming.
Oh, beef jerky.
If I was eating something unhealthy, probably
Beef
Doritos, bro.
Oh,
Doritos.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't do it.
don't do it. Get just.
I don't.
Do you like pork rinds?
Dude, I don't. I can never get into them.
Oh man,
I couldn't
it's
till I
really
met
good.
him. Then
It's
that
really
was the
good.
only
Fits in
snack
it-
that was around.
Fits in the carnivore diet as well.
Yeah, I need to work on that. I need to get into that one.
Coffee or energy drinks?
Oh,
Coffee.
Yes.
that's what we
Okay,
like.
we
to
need it.
hear.
Yes. Okay. Morning person or night person?
Oh, dude.
We
I
can-
unfortunately am a night person, but I wish I was morning. I love to be up super early, but I just, yeah.
Yeah.
It's great to. I think I'm the same way, but man, there's nothing better than getting up when it's dark,
Yes.
getting your workout. Like the whole
Oh my
day is so
gosh.
much better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hidden talent.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it'd just be the guitar and piano. I feel like that one always surprises people.
You,
Yeah,
you
it
don't have
does.
like a whistling belly button
Yeah,
talent or
you're like,
something that
I'm
you
the
just don't want to
stage
share.
armpit fart champion.
Whistling belly button is insane. I've never heard of that.
Mine is
What? That's from a movie.
mine's
what is that
synchronized
from?
Indian underwater basket weaving. I'm the grandmaster.
Wow.
No, stop. These are all from
I-
older movies. We're getting you.
Your one most favorite convention that pops into your head that you absolutely loved.
Definitely Token 2049 Singapore. That was like the biggest,
Whoa.
best convention I've ever been to. Like, it was huge.
Yeah.
It
Do you
was
think
insane.
Do you think it was because of Singapore?
No, I mean, there's kind of like the novelty, like, ooh, we're somewhere else. Like, you know, you're like a minority when you go there. Like, everyone's Asian, you know?
Mhm.
Sure.
No, that was sick. I mean, there's so many good events. Each one's special for its own reason, either
Yeah.
because they're doing their
Yeah.
own stuff or whatever. But
But that one
Just-
sticks out.
yeah, Token 29 Singapore was insane. Also, it was right, and then right after that was a Solana Breakpoint, which that was also dope.
Nice.
All right, one word that your community, like the best word your community would probably describe you as. One word.
Oh. I'm just gonna go back to the kind one. I
Kind.
just feel like I just feel like I'm again, I think I'm too nice, to be honest with you.
I feel
But
you.
yeah, I feel like I'm definitely like, dude, sometimes I'll be hosting a space and some wild characters come up and I'm like, all right, how do I handle this? You know, like I
Yeah.
just like stomp on them and just like be rude or whatever, you know?
No,
Yep.
no. Don't let bad people ruin
Yeah.
it for the rest
Yeah.
of humanity who need your kindness.
Mm.
You don't be naive, but
Yeah.
keep your
Mhm.
kindness because it's what
Yeah.
makes you genuine and what makes you
Mhm.
stand apart from the rest.
Yeah.
But I get
Yeah.
what you mean. I was gonna
Yeah,
ask you
yeah.
what your craziest like person to come up and show, but we know they're probably watching, so you don't want to offend anybody.
All right, so another one word that you hope people will remember you by, besides kind.
What do you want to be known for?
I think I want to be known for being thoughtful. I think
Yeah.
people really appreciate, like, I was with my young adults pastor and we were like talking to this person, and you can really notice when someone actually cares and they're paying attention.
Mhm.
Like, they care enough to ask, and they can, like, they're nodding, and you can tell they're actually like intrigued by the conversation, and they care or love you enough to like actually listen.
Mhm.
So hopefully thoughtful, because again, a lot of people are in their own head, and you know, they're just kind of rushing through whatever. They're thinking they're too cool for everyone. You know, like, for example, Smoke. Like, I always appreciate Smoke when I'll jump in the Discord, even though I see him every day throughout the day, and I'll be like, "Hey, how you doing, bro?" You know, and it's just like, that might not seem like a lot, but like asking
Mhm.
how someone's doing, or just, you know, greeting someone, like, that might seem so surface level, but I truly believe that, and I've learned this a lot recently, is that like relationship with one another is like proof of God. Like we're supposed to be in community and to love one another and serve. So yeah, just hopefully people, I remember for being like thoughtful in some sort of sense. I feel like that's what's important to me, to like, you know, people think that, or like I like showed and expressed that I cared, or that I tried, or cared enough to check in or speak with them when a lot of people get blown off. Because again, especially online, people are extremely lonely. They crave community, and so thoughtful.
Yeah, and I've noticed
You are
that too.
thoughtful.
Like in spaces, somebody's like chilling, and you're like, yep, and I've even heard other people like, wait, what'd you say? I'm like, no, I'm just listening. You know, not a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You are the epitome of what you want to be remembered for already. So you're
Let's
admitting
go.
that. You've already proven it. We think of you as very thoughtful, very grounded, and we're truly honored that you took the time, because that was 2 whole hours, and I know you're hustling over there to make all of this happen and make it possible. We're blessed and we notice it. So thank you.
And our door will always be open. You know?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see you guys again here soon. I want to come out to your guys' lounge at some point because it looks like an
Yes.
absolute vibe. It looks,
Oh yeah.
dude, when I see the videos and you got like the 20s music in the background or whatever
You
it
have
is,
no
I'm like,
idea. It's
bro.
like so fun to turn the key every single day,
It
and you're
is.
all
It's
I feel
hard.
like it's
I'm
just
going to
peaceful
play.
just sit in there and just rest.
It
Like,
is.
listen to the music and just breathe, you know?
yeah.
It's hard
It
to go
is.
home at night. It's hard to, you know, I'm running a full business downstairs, so it's
I have
hard
to
for me to
rip
like
him.
stay locked in, because all I want to do is come up here and
Right.
stream and game and
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, and you're only a few hours away, so you better get your little hiney over here.
Yeah, I'd love to come out. I feel like it'd be so cool. Again,
Yeah.
just meet you guys and, you know, maybe see some of the work you do in person. I think it'd be super cool. And then, yeah, dude, just the vibe. It looks
Yeah.
like super peaceful, bro. It just
Plus,
looks like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we would
there's
have you
right
would
here, you know.
IRL, and you would be our second. We got
Let's
Matt
go.
and his wife, which is above 9 million followers now on YouTube, and
Wow.
then we
Wait, what's their name? Mav?
Sugar Star.
Sugar Star is his wife.
And Mad
then
is
Mad
Coffee
Dev.
Collects.
Coffee Collects.
He's the Mad Dev.
Oh, that's his girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Wait,
ones
so
that
Sugar
we were.
Star and Mad Dev were there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
the ones we were at. We were all talking at that
Yo,
one
let's
place
go.
together at the Bitcoin conference.
Super
remember?
sweet, super smart.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like
so
David
kind.
was talking to
They were
you
so
two,
kind.
and
Yeah.
I was talking to those two, and I was like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
something just happened in the universe, Ripple."
So we have a big board
Yeah,
that
so
we
you're
take
gonna be
people's
second.
photo, we put it on the board, and you can sign it. You know, put your, you know, little word of wisdom or date or whatever you want there. So it's
Yeah.
soon to be
go.
to be filled up. At some point, I'm gonna
go.
have Joe Rogan in here, you know, smoking a cigar and
Yes.
chilling
And
in the
he's-
lounge.
That, bro.
He's gonna look at the board and he's gonna be like, "Who's that guy
Yeah.
with the hat and the glasses and the
Yeah.
beard?" We'll be like, "That's Trip.
another
That's
legend.
Trip."
Let's go.
We
Dude,
have
that's
a-
so dope. You guys had them there. Yeah, I was super grateful to meet Coffee.
Yeah.
I love meeting people that are just kind
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
generous, or people that like those people are
Who
really
just want to
awesome and, like,
spread, who
Yeah.
just want to
Winning.
spread kindness
They're
and
winning.
not.
Yeah, they're winning. They
Yeah.
want to see you win.
Yup.
Yeah.
They are kind without expecting anything in return. You know, it's just
Like-minded people.
yeah, that's
Yep.
like how we are. You know.
Yep. So
Yeah.
you better get over here because we got a spot for you, brother.
Yes.
I think we're
Until
shooting.
next time.
I think we're shooting because we got the wedding coming up in like 58
October.
days.
We're not fitting that in before
So,
then.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try to organize it to have something in October.
Yes.
We're gonna limit
That
it
works
to
better for me, to be honest. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yay. Okay,
It works
good.
actually a lot better. So
cool.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, Trip, we I think I've asked you everything I wanted to, and I'll come up with some new questions for next time. But thanks
Sounds
again,
good.
and we'll
Yeah,
see
thank
you in
you.
spaces.
yeah, it was great to speak to you guys. Not on a stage with a crowd where I'm like constantly just rushing, and I'm out here doing so much. I'm like,
Yeah.
hosting a space and doing a lot. Like I'm doing a lot of things. I'm trying to like keep the stream entertaining going on. So it's nice just to sit down with you guys and get to
Yeah.
know you guys, and just
Yeah, let us
have
work
a
for a
meaningful
change.
conversation. You
And
know?
if you ever want to
Yeah.
come out, like you're not that far. If you ever want to just, hey, I'm gonna be in the area, stop by, make sure
Yeah.
to hit
We're
us
on the
up.
way to Disneyland.
Totally.
I think.
Yes.
I think for Arizona, we're on the way to
Got
Disneyland.
a beautiful lounge in here that we need to break in. You know, we got a pool table and a chill spot. We got a poker table, a little wet bar. There's
Well, and you're moving too, right?
Thanks.
So good luck with your move.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm planning on hopefully moving end of this month. That's the plan. If not next, but I really don't want to wait another month. But we'll see. I'm just trying to be. I'm practicing my patience. So yeah.
That's right. Because what did we say? Patience is a virtue.
Need any help with the move?
Yeah.
No, I really don't have that much stuff. Literally just have like my setup. Like I have ever since moving from Florida, I've always had like the absolute bare minimum. I don't like to have a lot of stuff. So
One day when you stick roots in and you know this is the last place Trip's gonna go, just leave some space open for some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
Or you're gonna find a girl that's gonna like her stuff and she's gonna bring the stuff.
yeah.
You're like, ooh.
Totally.
I remember.
No kids yet, right?
No children. Yeah.
Now's
I got
the time
out
to
of
build.
like a 4-year relationship, like 4 months ago. So
man.
did that, and I'm very grateful though for the experience, and like it was a really good learning opportunity. I learned a lot about myself throughout it and after, especially after, and very grateful. It's been I'm just excited for the future. Not gonna lie, I'm just so stoked. So excited for what's coming. And again, super grateful to be your guys' friends. Like, someone that's building in crypto, someone that's doing stuff in Web 2. And I'm looking forward to coming out, seriously.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Well, we can't wait to see what you do next. We're keeping our eyes on you, and I'm gonna come and peek in the spaces. And I won't aura farm up with a mic though, because when you said that,
come up anytime. Keep practicing shilling. It's
wait,
a lot
is that
of fun.
me? Am I aura farming? Is it okay that I'm here? I don't have a mic.
And I just can't
Am
join.
I breaking the rules?
I just can't join it all on my phone anymore. I have to be on a PC, so I don't know
Wow.
what's going on.
It's wild.
I know it's not right, but we'll see you in spaces. And when's your next one? Where can your fans and your audience find you?
Where's the best place for them to go? Is it your X?
Yeah, x.com/hypetrip. That is the name. That is the @ I do streams and spaces Monday through Saturday for about 4 hours in the afternoon, and
You gonna go treat yourself now after, because you're done working?
for the most part. I'm actually gonna go to there's a party going on here in like 2 hours. It's like a potluck through my church.
Oh,
so
nice.
all the young
Okay,
adults.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing too crazy, but so I'm gonna go out there and go
Yeah,
mingle and hang out with my buddies and enjoy the evening. And then tomorrow will kind of be like my, reset, decompress day. Any house chores, prep plan for the week.
Yeah.
All the things that need to be done.
The day of rest.
Curious side question: with you got almost 32,000 followers on X, are you able to actually make money now from X, from doing the spaces and the streams and whatnot?
So that's a good question. Are you talking about like the monetization?
Yeah,
like when you monetize your account?
It's like
So, dude,
YouTube money,
it's funny
right?
You ask. Yeah, it's funny you ask. So I have not applied. I do know people that constantly post how much money they've made. I actually should apply. I don't know why I haven't, honestly. I thought I did, or maybe I wasn't eligible. I don't know. But literally was thinking about it last night. I was actually looking at it. I need to reapply because almost all the deals and money I make online is just purely through like freelance gigs or people bringing me onto their team, or like content creator deals. We'll partner for certain deliverables or an activation. So that's normally how I monetize, but I do want to take advantage of that because like there are a lot of people that are making easily $500 to a few $1,000s a month minimum just from posting, and that comes from obviously posting your own good original content, but then also replying to posts and engagement farming or pulling hundreds or thousands of even millions of impressions. So it's nice to see this because as big as X is, it's still very premature for streaming, and it's very premature for video content. So there's no real video algorithm, and there's no streaming algorithm, which there really aren't that many like platforms that have a crazy streaming algorithm, because it's a live stream, which is like just different than video content. So like it's still, and again, that's why I do stream, is because it is so early with streaming on X, and also making video content. So it's really advantageous to like get locked in, get consistent, figure out your flows, your funnels, your systems, and then at some point X is going to continue to grow, and they're going to be spotlighting people, and people are going to be growing, and there'll be an algorithm. So
that's probably why Jesse hates me, because I'm like, sign up for Twitch, sign up for Kick, do TikTok.
I don't hate
do you? Well,
You're
not
so
hate
smart.
me, but you're like, oh, another one. I'm like, trust me, start just posting and
Well, if
doing
I
all these
have
lives,
time, yeah, it
because
takes
she's
up a lot
so
of
like,
time.
you know, pure and funny and goofy and just real.
You're
that
so nice.
that I think, like, you know, I know you probably are gonna get mad that I'll say this, but it's a lot harder as us men to stream and get viewers. Where
No,
an
I am mad that you
attractive-
said that because I birthed 4 children. I
But-
had to birth humans. Don't ever.
But a beautiful woman live streaming and have an intelligent conversation and
It's
being
not
authentic
unfair.
is way
It's not
more
unfair.
attractive than like this ugly mug right here trying to get people to be
it's very
entertained.
true.
You guys, stop it. Stop it right
Watch.
now.
It is incredibly true.
Yep.
It is incredibly true.
Like
After
she has
not
so much
having-
to offer.
Oh, thank
Like,
you.
like a
people.
company is more likely to partner with a guy. I'm sorry, with a girl over a guy, because I feel like there are not as many female content creators. Maybe
Yes.
that's not statistically true.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that, but like a company, they do want to partner with females over men. Like
Mhm.
they just know that the women can drive traffic, they can drive conversions, and that's just like, I feel like that's an inarguable fact.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
I know people in the beard
That's because
industry
everybody has a mother.
that have, you know, hundreds of thousands of followers. They'll
Yeah.
do their videos consistently and, you know, 10,000 views, 5,000 views. The minute they have an attractive female with them talking about beards or whatever, it's 3 times the views.
Well, aren't you
Yes.
glad you met me?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? For 23 years, I didn't do anything but care for others. So this world is so new to me. So when I hear that, I'm like, nobody's paid me for 23 years. What are you talking about?
And
I'll
now
make
she wants
more.
to.
I'll make more.
I just bought her a new camera and we fixed up her setup. So now she wants
We'll
to
see
start
what
doing some like mild gaming stuff.
I told
I'm like,
him about
oh
that.
man,
I don't know how to play games, so it's gonna be fun watching me fail. That's what it's gonna be.
Good content.
I'll do it. I don't know how we got here, but we were saying goodbye
Yeah.
to Trip so
Yeah,
he can go
sorry.
get his potluck. Go
Yeah.
get your potluck item. Take a Dr. Pepper.
Yes. Yeah, it'll be chill. It'll be chill. I'm looking forward to it. I don't go out very often for other than like church. This is like still kind of like church, but we're gonna be eating and hanging out. So
Yeah, it's
it'll
still
be
church.
it'll be a vibe.
Mhm.
It's a safe space to get grub.
Yes.
Grub.
Totally.
All right.
Guys,
Well,
I'm super grateful we were able to do this. Seriously.
thank
I'm
you.
looking forward to it.
Won't be the last, I'm sure.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
I'll be here every day.
All
Hit me
right.
up.
Same. All right, Trip.
Good.
Take care, brother.
Later. See you guys.
Later.
Stay blessed.
Yeah.
Why'd you turn it on me?
What? No, I'm just giving you motivation. You
Oh
know?
well, I'm motivated. That's fine. I'm fine. We're good. Thank you. Trip was awesome.
Yes.
It was crazy to meet him when we did, and the way we did, and we met
It was
some
all-
pretty solid people.
That
there.
whole thing was divine intervention. We
Yep.
never had been to any crypto event, so to be able to, this was the last time too that they were going to be doing it here in Las Vegas.
really?
So yeah,
And I really didn't want to go because like gambling isn't my jam. Even though you've introduced me to it, I just like it's not my world, and so I'm like I don't want to go. Oh, Bitcoin, but you pushed
we met
it
so
and we
many good
went.
people.
I
If you think
know.
about it now, with Smoke and
Dr. Fire.
Dr. Fire Chicken,
That was the
Trip,
only way we were.
Mad.
I
We would have
know.
never met. run
I wouldn't
into
have
them.
trusted him because you know me and the handshake and the eyes.
Yeah.
I would have been like, whatever, I don't know who they are.
Yeah. So it just
So-
goes to show you, sometimes you gotta step out of your comfort zone a little bit, try new things,
Yep.
and if it doesn't work, oh well, at least you can say you did it, and you won't be like, man, I shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah, I'm not scared anymore.
Yeah. So with that being said, make sure to follow Jesse G Hot or Not on all the socials.
Or also known as
The Hot Normie Wife.
In
Yes.
2 months, less than 2 months. Watch out for the live.
Yeah, we're gonna
folks.
live stream our wedding. You're welcome.
It's
It's gonna be.
ridiculous. I can't
We're
wait.
gonna put it on YouTube for sure, and probably Pump Fun, because I'm pretty sure nobody has ever streamed a wedding through Pump Fun.
If anything, we're gonna make $1. I don't care what people
Hey,
say.
I'll put $1 towards
Or
the
like
the
$1.
flowers of for something. Yeah.
Yup. All right, fam.
All right.
We love you. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, who's only Rose? People are starting to talk.
Oh no, they've been in here.
Oh, audio tech.
We're just deep in conversation.
Oh, because you didn't scroll down. Yeah. Sorry about if anything ever crackled on his end or if it was echoing. Like, we still have yet to figure out what it is that we're on that is making these people echo.
I think it's literally the,
Multi-streaming?
no, it's not the multi-stream. I think it's the plugin that we use for bringing guests into OBS Studio, because OBS Studio is not really meant for podcasting. It's more for like just being the creator and putting stuff out.
Yeah.
So I think it's something to do with that and the cross chain W38 spectrum of that. I'm not a scientist, but
WD-40's cousin, WD-38.
so-
I know him.
anyway, love you guys. Happy Saturday. We're gonna be here tomorrow too for the beard brand. We have our end of the year or end of the month mega giveaway for the mothership brand, Luxurious Bastard Beard Co.
Yeah, we do. Look at that.
We're dropping some badass products on Sunday. Romeo, which is a brand new profile in the oil, butter, and balm. We're bringing back Orange Woods, which is second time around. Amazing profile. And somebody concocted the Luxe Parfum Juliet.
I was gonna say.
Oh, sorry. The Luxe Parfum.
Juliette. Romeo's girl, Juliet.
So there's only 12 units that are going to go up for that. Very limited.
Run.
All handmade by these hands right here. These hands. We do it all here in house. We've been doing it for 8.5 years now.
I thought it was 10.
No.
But then I thought it was 9. It's 8.5.
Yeah. 8.5 going on 9. March of next year will be 9 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Well, there you have it, folks. Thanks for doing the stuff and the things. Leave a comment. If anybody watches this now or later, I want you to comment 1976 and subscribe.
It was a great year. Love you,
Subscribe.
Phil.
Cheers.